Okay. Alright, let's make this smaller. Okay. I have like no eye makeup on today, guys. I have the tiniest drop of mascara. But, you know. Alright, so Haley Howard was first over on YouTube. Eliza Vasquez says hello. Dipper Keith Bill says hi. Over on YouNow, Taylor said, yes, I'm finally on time. You're finally on time for when I decided to come on late. I didn't decide to come on late. My mom, we celebrated her birthday today. Her birthday is the 24th, so 2 days from now. But we just had like a nice little get together at my Nana's and had some cake and ice cream. So yeah, so we came back from there a little late. So we came walking in the house at like 4, at 4, but then I had to go to the bathroom and then I got set up and so then I'm 20 minutes late. But I turned on your Twitter notifications. LMAO, it tweeted me out before YouNow. Well, that's cool. So you must get my, like, a bunch of notifications when I tweet something and then I don't like the way it looks or I made a typo, so I delete it and then I tweet the same thing again. You must get those notifications then. I feel sorry. I'm sorry. Cami Roth said, and yet you still look great. LOL. Hi there. How are you? Thank you. I feel like I look just a little tired, which I probably am. Blackheart says, hi. Happy early birthday to my mom. Theo Fanny CG says, I love your MCR medley. Thank you. It is probably the medley I'm most proud of so far. I am working on a new one, a Linkin Park medley, obviously, as a tribute. Trying to figure out how I want it to go. Hopefully that will turn out well. Let's see. So yeah, I have questions for you guys. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure this will be a Walking Dead live broadcast, right? What, this one right now, like with questions or something? Okay. It's usually impossible for me to sneeze only once. My hair looks all a mess. Whatever. I have like this problem where like there's just this space between my bangs and my hair. I don't know what this whole gap is, but it's there, and it's like, it's so annoying. My nose just turned red. I also got, well, I got my blonde hair dye to do again because it's coming out, it's like super gold now, which I don't really like it that color. And I recently got it cut because it grew out, so now my roots are like so long. So every time I get my hair cut, I get my dye and do it all the way from, you know, near the root down again. So then the end always ends up being like super platinum-y color because I'm going over some of the blonde that's already there. But yeah, but it's crazy. If you guys have dark hair and you want to dye it, like, you know, dye it, I would recommend this. Nice and easy Clairol hair painting. Because it literally works. They show you. It literally works on any shade of hair. Like, I don't know why a blonde person would want to do it, because that's weird. But literally, my hair's pretty dark, so it's like the darkest color. It still will come out totally blonde, and you don't even have to bleach it or anything. You just put it straight on, and it's It works really well. It's what I've been using for years now. Weird that I've had this blonde in my hair for years. But yeah. And then I also got this stupid pink hairspray, which I don't know why. I think it was because of that time that I got that that wig that was like the pastel pink. I know this will probably look terrible, but it's temporary. You know, spray it on, wash it out. And I'm just interested to see how my actual hair would look if it was pink. So I might try that someday, see how it turns out. But I have questions for you guys, and that is what I should do for Halloween. Let me see. The MCR medley really amazed me too. Thank you. I'm scrolling up, see what I missed while I'm talking. I love your impressions so much. Thank you. Oh my god, The Walking Dead, I'm beyond hyped. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also, like, not excited because it's not like we have, like, something, like last season where, like, I literally couldn't breathe. I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't sleep the night before because I was so nervous about who was gonna die, whatever, which is why my reaction is, like, so, like, explosive and emotional. But at the same time, I am excited, obviously, because, you know, it's The Walking Dead and it's back. But it seems like, you know, this season it's not like, it's just kind of like, yay, like the group's kind of back. Like, hopefully, like, you know, we're going to war. Like, it should be entertaining. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If this first episode is really good, then I'm going to be hyped for the rest of the season. But yeah. But as of, you know, as for right now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's back. You know, so we'll see. But hopefully it's good. You know, they've been saying the 100th episode is so good. So I'm like, all right. I'm a little upset, though, because I think on their Facebook they posted, like, a snippet of, like, the cold open. And it's not that scene of Carl copying the episode 1, season 1. I'm so mad. Like, that should be the opening scene of the 100th episode. The opening scene of the 100th episode should mirror the opening scene of the very first episode. Like, am I alone with that? Because I feel like that's what it should be. So right there, I'm already a little upset. So it should be whatever the cold open that they posted on Facebook, then the theme credits, and then the scene with Carl. As long as it's, like, the first scene back from after the theme credits, then I'll be all right. I wish it was the cold open though, but it's whatever. Amy Winehouse cosplay maybe. Actually, I've done that before. I did that for Halloween a few years ago. I actually thought it looked pretty good. I'll get it up here on my Instagram. But yeah, so yeah, I need you guys' advice for what I should do for Halloween. I have a few ideas. Some of them are, you know, things I've already gone as. Well, basically all of them are things I've already gone as, just to do again, because I don't really, like, do too much for Halloween. Like, everything when I say I've gone as it, I mean, like, I've just dressed up as it around the house, or, like, for a convention, or, like, something like that, not for Halloween or anything. Wait, so let me see. I'm scrolling all the way back in my Instagram feed here. Let's get, here we go. This was kind of casual, though. It was like a casual, well, come on, like a sort of casual Amy thing. And I went with Lydia once again, who was Slender Man. You can't even see her head because she has it wrapped in the all white thing. But yeah, so that was me when I did that, which was kind of fun. I still have that wig, I think. I think actually one of my very first posts on Instagram was me in the bathroom at school on Halloween, and I'm in my Amy wig and everything, which I literally walked around school like that. And everyone was staring at me because no one else was dressed up at Berkeley. I'm like, are you kidding? Come on. Yeah, so there's that. But I'm not going to go as that again. But I did go all out with it as well for that Halloween. And I went to a party. I think I have that. Should be here on my old page. I think. Photos. Yeah, so there was like a band, and I got up and I performed with them, and I like did all of her tattoos and everything. So yeah, so I've gone as Amy. I've gone as Amy for Halloween. So that's kind of that's out. Yeah, so gone as Amy. Then my other thing was I was just going to maybe try a slightly different Rosita cosplay, as in this one, where the only difference is the purple tied shirt. But that's just kind of like, you know, I just did that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I just posted pictures on my Instagram and stuff as her. So that would just be a slightly different outfit. Which I do know where to get that shirt. I have seen a few on Poshmark. So I'd just buy it and dye it, and, you know. But I don't know if I want to do that. And then the other option is, of course, Miranda. To, like, fully go as Miranda. And actually buy her official Haters Back Off pants. Which I don't have. And, you know, actually walk around town as Miranda, which could be very interesting. I think I actually have selfies that I took of me as Miranda when I did my impression. My mom is screaming on the phone. Where am I? These beautiful selfies I took as Miranda. Just absolutely beautiful beautiful photos here. So yeah, so I might do that, actually walk around town and stuff as Miranda. All I'll have to get is her Haters Back Off pants and pink knockoff Crocs from the dollar store is what I'll have to get. And then the other thing, which I think is kind of out of the question now, but I was totally getting excited about the idea of, my friend Lydia, who went as Clementine with me to Walker Stalker, who you guys may have seen those pictures. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff together for Halloween over the years, because I've known her since high school. And my mom and I just watched Descendants, Disney's Descendants, for the first time, like the other day, and then we watched Descendants 2. And it's so crazy because Lydia looks so much like Dove Cameron. It's like kind of weird. So I told her, I was like, you need to go as Mal. Like, you need to, like, some sort of convention, like whatever the next sort of convention happens around here that's like semi-appropriate. I mean, I've seen, apparently people have gone as characters from Descendants to like Comic Cons. But I'm like, if there is just like, I wish there was like some sort of Disney convention. I don't know. But yeah, but that's my friend Lydia, right? Come on. You can't really see her face. Why can't you see her features? You can't see her features because my phone is so bright. But anyway, but she looks so much like Dove, I kid you not. And so like I sent her like that picture of Dove where I was like, you look just freaking like her. You need to do this cosplay. And it would be really cool. I think it would be really cool. And if she did that, I was going to go as Evie. So I was like getting so ready. Like I was like, yes, I will do this costume. I will literally buy, I don't even care. Like I will buy that Evie costume that they have, and I will buy the biggest size, because apparently the biggest size will fit an adult my size, because they only make Descendants costumes for children, which sucks and is rude. But it's funny because if you search like on Instagram, like Mal cosplay, Evie cosplay, like whatever, it's all adults. It is all adults who are doing these cosplays, so kind of funny. Um, Ma, you're talking very loudly. Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyway, so that would be, I thought that would be kind of fun if we did that. But she already had a costume planned, so that's out of the question. But it would have been cool. We would have looked all like friends walking around together. But I'm sure everyone, like a lot of people are going to do that. But yeah, I was like getting all amped to like try to put together an Eevee cosplay, or just drop $30 for the extra large kids costume. So the costume I'm leaning towards the most is Miranda. But we'll see. That'll be so weird. Like if I go out to eat on Halloween and I have all of this lipstick around me, like, hi, yeah, can I have like whatever? Like obviously they'll know I'm someone. But yeah, because it's Halloween. And I have these pumpkin cookies that I'm going to be eating right now. Yeah, because I've never like actually done, like gone out and like for an occasion as Miranda. I've done it for my actual Miranda like video, impression video that I did, where I did go outside of the house, but I didn't like go out as Miranda, and then just for my impression. So my short impression for that video. So that's kind of the one I'm leaning towards, because yeah, but I think I still might buy that Rosita shirt just to have it if I ever do another cosplay. Because I think now, excuse me, since my Rosita cosplay was like a bit of a success, I think she'll like be my Walking Dead character now that I kind of just cosplay as. So like whatever new outfit she gets or whatever, I'll just go to the next convention in that newer outfit, which she might die this season. Something's telling me she might die this season, so that might not last long, the opportunity to keep going as her. But yeah. Slime Lover says, I love your impression video. Thank you. I wish you had 999999999999999999999 subscribers. I probably said too many nines. 99999999999999999 subscribers. I wonder how much, what that number actually is. Anna Zapita said, hey, hello. Lara C says, sorry I didn't come last week. I was at my dad's. That's fine. Mr. Lazy Wolfie says, we all love you. Oh, thank you. Natalie Moore says, hey. Yeah, Miranda is amazing. LMAO, thank you. So yeah, I guess I should probably go as Miranda. I think that is the winner. So I'm going to order her official Haters Back Off pants because I don't have those. And that's it. And then go down to the dollar store and get, I've seen them there. They have really cheap knockoff pink Crocs. So I will get those and I will walk around town with my friend. And I will stay in character all day. If anyone asks me anything, I will talk like this. Because that's me. I'm going to be Miranda for the whole day. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Haters Back Off, but it's really good. I really liked it. That show always gets really sad. Like, really, really sad. Like, really sad. I always end up crying. But no, yeah, I always end up crying. Like, I don't know if you guys watched it, but it's, like, really sad. Last season had some really sad moments. This season had some really sad moments. And the twist at the end, was awesome. I'm really excited for season 3. I watched all of season 2 in, like, one night and cried like a baby. Yeah, me and my mom, too. I wish there was more than 8 episodes, though. Just kind of like Disney shows as well. I don't know why Disney shows these days only have 12 episodes a season. That is ridiculous. Back in my day, Even Stevens, literally 22 episodes a season. 21 to 22 episodes a season. What happened to that? You know what I mean? Raven's Home, 12 episodes. Andy Mack, 12 episodes. I'm like, get out. Like, get out. That's why it makes no sense. I don't understand why Disney would be like, oh, shows only get 3 seasons. I'm like, are you kidding? So only, like, how many episodes? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Because they used to have that, 65 episode limit. So yeah, I mean, 12 episodes a season in 3 seasons would only be 36 episodes for a whole show total. That does not sound right. At all. Hey, I have to go take good care and thank you for the fun. Enjoy The Walking Dead. Thank you, Cami Roth. Bernal2466 says, hi, hello. Grey's Anatomy sometimes had like 24. Exactly. Like, that's why, you know, yes, like even Stevens had like 21 to 22 episodes a season, so I'll do like 22 plus 21 plus 22. What? Yeah, so like 2 seasons had 22 episodes, 1 season had 21 episodes, and then that comes out to 65. So yeah. I don't know why that's not the case anymore. Because if Andy Mack ends with only 36 episodes total, that would be absolutely ridiculous. I will not stand for that. Leaf J says, hello, Brittany. Hello. Thank you for being here again. The guy who played Miranda's dad was awesome. Yeah, I feel like I knew him from something else. And I feel so bad for Emily. Because she's like literally the only normal person in that entire family. And that is actually kind of sad. Like the way they clearly show that everyone is a little bit off in Miranda's family. It's like kind of sad. You know, that like even her dad, where, you know, Emily thought the dad was, you know, not crazy, but clearly he was like in his own head about having all these connections and trying to get people to come over to see her art. And it was just like, you feel her like kind of spirit deflating when she realizes, oh my God, like dad's just like the rest of my family. God, like, you know what I mean? It's so sad. I love it though. I love how this season you kind of saw Miranda start to become YouTube famous. Which is cool. And it's funny as well how she keeps wanting to be famous. Then people actually show up outside her house to go to Miranda World. And she's like, no, you're doing that wrong. Don't ride that ride. No, do this. Like, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like you wanted people to come to the park, and now you're screaming at all of them. I can't wait to see where they go in season 3. I have so many ideas in my head to where they could go. Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be really cool. Because I thought they might do that. Like, when the guy was like, we're going to hire an actress to pretend. I was like, oh! I was like, are they going to do that? And then, of course, it ended like that. And I was like, well, that's cool. So I feel like it's probably going to be like some of the videos Colleen has posted, like, Colleen and Miranda sing together, like, you know, something like that, like where they're actually 2 different people. I have here's a question. I have a crush and I see him in the summer. He likes me back, but I'm too shy to tell him because the last boyfriend I had dumped me a few hours before I went. I think there was a typo, I'm not sure. What should I do? Tell him or... I don't know because, well, if you know that he likes you back, then go ahead. But I've been a very straightforward person my entire life, and I just started realizing that the other day. I was like, ooh, Brittany, ooh, that's not good. Like, it's one thing to, like, ask a guy out or, like, tell him you like him. Like, you know, if you're someone that likes a lot of people, that's fine, but I'm kind of not. I've only liked a handful of people throughout my life. So, like, every now and then, like, it's fine to, like, make the first move, if you will. You know, it's 2017. But I suddenly realized that I've done it with every single guy I've liked. And I said, oops, like, I thought to myself, wow, yeah, I kind of should probably maybe let a guy come to me for once or something, you know? And it's funny because they, like, it never really works out, like, which makes me kind of sad. So I think, who was the first person I liked? I liked this boy in elementary school. I don't know if I ever told him I liked him. But I think people knew. So that was one, but I don't really think I did anything about that because I was literally, like, 7. Then I get to middle school. Well, no, then I did like a kid in, when this kid was like in kindergarten to 3rd grade, the first kid that I liked. The next kid that I liked was from like 4th grade to 6th grade. And I feel like I might have told him I liked him. I can't remember because that wasn't that serious, at all. But I know we talked on the phone a few times, but that was like it. Then I really started. Once I got to, like, middle school, I became a very, opinionated, in-your-face person. Yeah, so, and I guess that kind of never stopped. So the first kid that I really liked was in middle school. And, yeah, I really liked him. I was stupid. And I was just really straightforward. I left him notes in his desk. I wrote to him on MySpace all the time. I was probably really, really annoying. It's really embarrassing looking back at it. I literally signed his yearbook and said, "You are so hot." I'm the worst. But we had, like, a joke, kind of, and then he signed my yearbook and said, "You are so not hot." That's middle school for you. But I had heard, after the fact that he did like me back from a different kid in his class, was at, like, the bus stop with my best friend at the time, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, like, he, like, loved that Britney girl or something," and I was like, "What? What?" I didn't know about that. I mean, still, that's not exactly confirmed, but either way, nothing ever happened about it. we danced together at our like 8th grade prom class night thing, which was like weird. Everyone kind of forced us together because everyone knew how much I had a crush on him, which was stupid. But yeah, so that happened, and that was really bad. I was ridiculous. But then I liked another kid at the same time, actually, in middle school, who was like 2 grades higher than me. And, oh no, never mind, I actually probably did like more people than I'm saying, but it wasn't like too serious, obviously, because both of these guys were 2 grades ahead of me. I was so bad. So this one kid, I went to a Catholic school, so, everyone, obviously, we had to wear uniforms, and then we'd have dress down days where you could dress however you wanted, so I would always wear a freaking Green Day shirt, black pants, a chain, like whatever. I thought I was so punk. And then this kid in the 8th grade was also like that on dress down days. He wore like spike bracelets and black and stuff, so that's why I liked him. And he was like kind of my neighbor. He lived down the street, so I would walk my dog by his house. I was such a creep. And that was me. I was like 13 and he was like, how old? No, I was like 11 and he was like 13, 14. And I was always just kind of like, I was so weird. I don't know what was wrong with me. Then I liked this other kid who was also 2 grades ahead of me. And I told him I liked him as well, which is crazy. This kid was 2 grades ahead of me. I was 11 years old or something in the 6th grade, and he was like 14 years old in the 8th grade, which is worlds different when you're young, you know? And we were talking on IM because he's nice, you know, I talk to him in school sometimes. And I literally told him on IM, I was like, I like you. And he was like, ooh, sorry, like, I don't like you like that. Obviously, I was like a tiny baby. But yeah, so I think that was one of the first times I did that. Then I left the notes in that kid that I liked that was in my grade. Told him I liked him. Then I did not like anyone else until I was in high school. And he didn't go to my school. We met through summer program. And then we were talking on Facebook. We were messaging on Facebook. And I just told him. I was like, yeah, I like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be bothered. You know, and then and I felt bad because he was kind of seeing someone at the time, but I knew he liked me, and then that was bad because then he broke up with that girl to be with me, and then eventually he cheated on me with the same girl. And I was like, well, obviously if he left another girl to be with me, he would leave me to be with another girl, and that was a mistake, so that did not work out. But that was like my first actual boyfriend, that I still today don't really count as a real boyfriend because we were 16 and it went down in flames, and yeah. So told him I liked him. Then, who else? Then even, I am literally so gutsy. Like, I could not even believe this when I was going down the list of everyone I told I liked them. So then even freaking Nick Jonas. Back in the day, I posted a freaking cringy video, a song on Valentine's Day, where I rewrote the lyrics to Taylor Swift's Hey Stephen, and I rewrote it as Hey Nicholas, and I changed all the words, and I tried to make it this romantic song. I put it up there on YouTube. I was like, you know, like, hey Nick, if you're watching this, like, hey, like, you know what I mean? And I literally played this song. It was so cheesy. And I posted that. And the title of the video was like, to Nick Jonas, Happy Valentine's Day 09 from Brittany Nicole. And I posted that. Like, so basically I even told freaking Nick Jonas at the time, like, hey, I like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could not even believe this when I was going down the list. Then I didn't like anyone else in college or anything until this one guy that I had a class with, an ensemble with. And he was 2 or 3 grades or semesters below me. So now I'm going after a younger guy here. And yeah, so he wasn't even legal. He couldn't even drink yet, and I'm like 23 asking this guy out, which, why? I don't know what's wrong with me. But he was so cute. I thought he was so cute. And he was 20. And yeah, so he wasn't even 21 yet. And I thought he was so cute though, and we had an ensemble together. And then we had an ensemble together, and I was like staring at him all the time because I thought he was really cute. He was the drummer. And then the ensemble ended. I never said anything, so I was like, well, I'm never going to see him again. Then we ended up having a class together the next semester, which was weird because we're like 3 or 2 grades apart. But we ended up graduating at the same time because I had to take time off to be on The Voice, and then I ended up having to take another semester off because when I came back, there were issues and whatever. So we ended up graduating at the same time. But at this time, we were a few grades, semesters apart. So then we had a class together, and I was like, well, that's weird that we would have a class together. So, we knew each other, so we were hanging out a little bit. And then I just liked him. I thought he was cute. I thought he was cool. We had some things in common. So one day I was like really nervous because I told myself, I was like, because this was different now. Like this was college. Like asking a guy out in college is like weird. You know what I mean? So I felt really weird about it, and also because he's younger than me, which is weird. And we were leaving, we were like walking and talking. Like I thought he liked me, because we were like he would wait for me at the door every day. It was like very middle school, very strange. And we would like talk, and it'd be like really awkward, and I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. So I figured he liked me, so I was like, why don't I just ask him? Because he's younger, so he probably won't ask me. So we were walking out of the door one day, and I was saying to myself, I was like counting. I was like I always like count down to when I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. So I was like, 3, 2, 1. Hey, so would you like to maybe like go out sometime? Why do I keep laughing? I just asked him, and he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, really? Like, he was like, yeah, sure, why not? Seems like might be a fun time. I was like, okay, because, yeah. But then I get so weird, because I was like, because, I feel like we were like, we're staring at each other across the classroom sometimes. I didn't know if I was seeing things, and I hope that you kind of liked me too or whatever. And he was like, yeah, no, I'm staring because I hate you. And I'm like, okay, I guess maybe that's a yes. You did like me, okay. But yeah, but he ended up being a little weird. Not weird, just like slightly flaky. Like, not to be mean, but he was just a little bit like, he just probably didn't really like me that much, so he didn't really care. Like, he was really wishy-washy about like texting and whatever. And we went on like a date, and it was weird, and I don't know. I think it just kind of, him being younger kind of became a thing, like an issue. So it was kind of like, he's not really being that serious. So yeah, and obviously I'm not going to like go out with someone if they don't like me as much as I like them. So that just kind of ended naturally. And that's it. So those are all the guys I've liked throughout life. So pretty much every single one, I have told them I've liked them since elementary school. Can't believe that. So now I'm going to rein it in. The next person I like, I am not going to do anything about it. Like, yeah, I'm just not. Because, I mean, only if it gets to but that's the thing though, because I'm one of those, like, I'm very feminist in that way, where it's like, I shouldn't have to wait around for a guy to ask me out if I like that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense to me that I have to wait around until he decides, he likes me enough to ask me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, if I like this person, why am I going to waste my time sitting around waiting for them to do something about it? So that's kind of how I always felt. But now I feel like I've done that too many times. So now I'm just going to force myself to sit back and be traditional about it. At least just for the next person. Because I kind of still feel the same way about like proposing. You know what I mean? It's like why do I have to wait around for someone to ask me a question. Like, if I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, why do I have to wait around until they decide they do too? Like, you know what I mean? Or like they decide whatever. It's just, I don't know. But either way, if and when I ever get proposed to, this is why I am very feminist in this way. Whoever I get engaged to, they're going to need to wear an engagement ring as well. Not like a big diamond, just like something simple or something, just a ring on their ring finger, because it makes no sense to me that I will have to wear a ring on my finger and tell everyone, look, whoever owns me now. Like, you know what I mean? Sort of thing, like walking around like, hey guys, look. Meanwhile, my fiance gets to walk around with nothing on his finger weighing him down. He gets to go out wherever. No one knows he's engaged. It's like, aren't you proud to be engaged to me? Shouldn't you want to walk around with something that lets people know that you're engaged with another person? Like, it makes no sense that, you know, the guy gets to just parade around the girl whenever they're together to the family. And it's like, look. And that's the other thing, too. I will not be getting rid of my own name. I will be hyphenating it. Because, in my opinion, a marriage is two families coming together, not just one person losing their old identity and taking on a new one. So then I decided, though, obviously that traditionally, you know, someone takes the other person's name so that one family name will be carried on. Which I obviously understand, because families can't have hyphenated names on forever. Like, everyone's last name would be like a million names long if everyone just kept hyphenating. But I've decided that for my name, I will hyphenate it. It will be Brittany Nicole Butler blank, whoever the person I marry's name is. And then my children can be mean and decide which name they would rather. No, my kids will also be hyphenated. Never mind. That's the difference. Sorry, I forgot my plan. My kids, their names will be hyphenated. So my kids' names will be whoever, Butler, whoever, will be their name. Then, when they get married, if I have a daughter, when she gets married, she can decide if she wants to take on her husband's name. You know what I mean? If she wants to get rid of the Butler whatever, then she can take on her husband's name. But if I have a son, that might be weird. Well, no. Because there are some guys that have a hyphenated last name and then whatever. I don't care. It's going to happen. Or then even if I have a son and he grows up all his life with a hyphenated name, then he decides when he's older that he only wants one name or something to make it less confusing. Whatever. His decision. He can change his name. I'll try not to be, upset about it. But as long as I keep my name and it's hyphenated, that's all I care about. My kids can make their own decisions. Anyway, so that was a conversation. So, wow, you really thought about this. Yeah, I mean, not really. I just kind of spent one day thinking about it, and I was like, well, yeah, there it goes. That's my plan, I guess. So that's why whoever marries me has to really love me. They have to really understand what I'm about as a person to want to marry me. They're going to have their own engagement ring. They're going to have to deal with me having a hyphenated name. It's a little weird that they don't get my name either. You know what I mean? It's weird that I have to change my identity, but they have to keep on just being themselves. It's like, you know what I mean? I think the only person that decided to flip that I've heard of is Zoe Saldana. Her husband took her last name, which is kind of cool. And of course, a lot of his friends were like, "Oh, why'd you do that, man? Why, that's so lame." But I don't know. I think it's kind of cool of him to do that. But yeah, so that's my plan. So hopefully any guy that gets close enough to me to know this much about me and still proposes, then that's a keeper. Oh my god, I agree. Why shouldn't the guy wear one too? Exactly! It just makes no sense. Like, if the two of us are engaged, like, we're going to be married. Like, you know what I mean? The two of us coming together to make a family. Why does one of us get to walk around without anything that says, I'm getting married? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Because it does. It just has that feeling of, like, being someone's property kind of feeling. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I put this ring on your finger, and now you're mine, and you take my last name, and you whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. It just feels a little weird to me, because I've always been too much of an individual person in my life to agree with stuff like that. I don't know. And I know people say, well, your last name came from whatever. Well, my last name is actually my grandfather's last name, who was like my father. So yeah, the Butler family comes from my grandfather. So yes, I get that, how they're like, well, your last name came from your father or whatever, you know, your paternal side, or, you know, a man in the family. Which is true. I get that. And obviously I'm proud of my name that comes from my grandfather, who is a guy, and my Nana took his name. But yes, the name came from him, but now it's mine. You know, that's my name now. That just happens. You know, I happen to get it that way, but now it's mine. And there you go. So yeah, I like my name. Anyway, so there's that nice conversation we just had. These chats always end up getting so deep. Have you seen the episode of Adam Ruins Marriage? The engagement ring was a tradition pushed by jewelry companies to boost sales. Really? Well, that's interesting. That's weird. I never even thought about that. Well, yeah, because it's true, because you don't really need... Well, yeah. Yeah, but it makes sense, because you really only kind of need, like, a wedding ring, like, once you actually get married. But then jewelry companies must have come up with the idea to be like, give them an engagement ring! More money! That's kind of funny. Sorry I'm eating in front of you guys. Leaf, you are... Or Leif? I never know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. You are the #1 fan, or were, so someone else showed up. I think the name was Paul. I just got the notification, but it went away. Let's see. Dating in 2017 is so hard as it is. True, that's why I've avoided it, which is why it's so funny the way I'm talking about marriage when there's no one even on the horizon of my life right now. Which is a little scary, a little sad, because obviously I want to have kids. Like my own kids. Like, obviously I'm not against, like, adoption or anything, but I do want to be able to have my own baby. You know? But it takes two to tango. You need another person. So it's a little sad, because I'm almost 25. Well, not almost 25. It kind of just sounded like Ellen Page. What? But yeah, so yeah, so like when did I turn 25? June. Yeah, okay, so I'm not almost 25. I'm not 24 and a half yet. So yeah, so I'm 24. Obviously going to be turning 25 eventually. And that's like, I told my mom the other day, like not too long ago, I was like, 25 is halfway to 30 in that decade of 20 to 30. You know, it's like 25, I'm halfway to 30 now. And it's like, because I always told myself when I was little, I was like, I'm gonna get married and have a baby when I'm 30, because that sounds like a good age. Now I'm getting closer to that. And it's like, not on the horizon. And it's a little weird too because my cousin, who I just posted a picture with the other day, when we were little, I posted that on my Instagram because it was her birthday on the 18th. I posted this little picture of us when we were kids coloring. And it's crazy because she got engaged this time last year, or maybe this time the year before. I don't remember, but I definitely took their engagement photos this time last year. And so that was weird enough, her getting engaged, because I'm only 4 months older than her, but I always felt like, you know, the older cousin. And so it was really weird when I saw on Facebook that she got engaged. I got like really, really emotional about it because, you know, we kind of grew up like sisters into our early teens. And now she just became a homeowner and just moved into her new house with her fiance. And I went and I visited twice now. And the first time I went there during moving day when they were moving in and, you know, seeing this house start to take shape. And I just walked around and I like cried because I was like, oh my God, like my little cousin, even though she's not little, only by 4 months, you know, is getting everything together. Like, you know what I mean? She has a house. She's going to get married. Obviously, she's probably going to have kids within the next few years. And it's just kind of like, wow. You know, but we were always on very different paths. Anyway, she became a nurse. I'm a musician, two totally different things. But yeah. Wait, you had an afro? What? In the picture? No, my hair was just like, it was curly. It was just like a mess. Let me see if I have another picture of me. Here's a picture of us. We both kind of have the same exact hair. It's just kind of like wavy and short. So, yeah, it might have looked like that in the other picture from a shadow or something. But yeah, we actually, we looked kind of similar. But yeah, this is kind of like the iconic picture of us from when we were kids. It's like the picture that we use for like everything because we were like so close. She gave, obviously I'm going to be one of her bridesmaids. And I have a lot of pictures of myself around here, actually, from when I was little. There's this one, too. Look at me go. Look at me smiling. I can't. Yeah, so she gave us... She had, like, a party the other day at the new house where she invited over the girls that she was asking to be her bridesmaids and stuff. And she gave us these nice boxes. Mine has a nice little bee on it. The colors of her wedding are like blues and grays and stuff. So this, and then you open it, and she used that picture of us and said, like, you know, a nice little thing. And it was nice, and it made me really emotional. And then she gave us all a bottle of wine, even though I don't drink, which... I always put a damper on everyone's life. I feel kind of bad. Like I try not to make too big of a deal about it, but like drinking is like such a culture that it's like when you don't do it, everyone makes a big deal about it, and like you feel like a weirdo, you know? So it's like, you know, all the bridesmaids and stuff, we were like, well, I wasn't like, one of them was like, oh yeah, we gotta like plan a day where we can all go out to drink. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the wet blanket of the night. You know, that's gonna be sitting there sipping a Sprite or something. And then everyone always, you know, thinks, treats you as like a wet blanket and then pressures you to try a drink. And then you're like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, please stop. And then you stop having a good time because everyone else around you is becoming drunk. And then when I've never been drunk, but I'm assuming in order to find drunk people funny, you also have to be drunk. So I'm always sitting there, not drunk, and everyone else is getting tipsy and stupid. And I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to leave. Like, you know what I mean? And then I always feel like I'm just a wet blanket, like, you know, but I cannot help it. Like, that's just the way I am. I don't drink either. Always the designated driver. Yeah, see, though, that's at least a good thing about it. Especially now that I am getting my license. I'm actually going up for my road test very soon. I'm in the process of going about scheduling it. Because I've been driving now since April or May. I think May. June, May. So almost 5 months now I've been driving, and I've gotten really good. I've driven many different places, very far, on like sort of highways and stuff like that. So I feel pretty confident as a driver, honestly. So I'm excited to finally go out for my road test, hopefully get my license, and then, yeah, if I ever go out with any of my friends and they get drunk, I guess I will be the designated driver. Which is good now, because, yeah, instead of, you know, one of the people forcing themselves not to drink so they can drive everyone. But then again, oh no, but yeah, I guess I see the point. So I was going to say, they can just call a Lyft. But I guess the whole point is, if you have a friend that doesn't drink, have them drive you so that you don't spend money on a Lyft. There you go. Nothing wrong with not drinking. I know. I don't understand it. Obviously, like, I don't know what it's like to be drunk, but I feel like it's, from what I have observed and what I have, you know, heard it's like, it just seems like it's just not for me. Like, I could not handle the idea of, like, kind of feeling like I don't have control over my own body, you know, feeling a little, you know, just out of control a little bit, depending on how you get. And it's like, no. And also I have too many sort of like health issues that I don't even want to go near anything like that. Like, I have kidney problems, which the doctors try to tell me I don't, but I do. I have kidney stones and just pain every morning in my kidneys, which is not cute. And yeah, and then also I have like a lot of other things because my mom has Crohn's, so she passed down some of those symptoms to me, but like not totally. I've been like in remission since I was like, I don't know, like 16. So yeah, but yeah, so there's just like a lot of things that could go wrong potentially if I ever drank. So I don't even want to try. Oh, also because I'm on antidepressants, so definitely don't want to drink. You know what I mean? Alcohol is a depressant, and I'm on antidepressants, and that would probably not go well. Yeah, so I think that's kind of the main thing. And yeah. It's not fun. Be prepared for throwing up, crying, and drunk fights in the back seat, and drunk making out in the back seat. Yay! Tell your kidneys I pray for them. Thank you. It's very annoying because there is another kidney stone in my right kidney. It's just chilling out in there, and it will decide to come out whenever it feels like it, which is not fun. Because I told you guys, didn't I? That 3 years ago when I was out in California for The Voice, I had my first kidney stone. And it was hell. And I had no idea what it was. It was in the middle of taping an interview. And I started getting the worst pain ever in my side, like in the front. And I was like, yeah, so Pharrell picked on Broadway for... I can't do this anymore. And I literally had to run to the bathroom, started throwing up. It was terrible. They had to take me to an urgent care. It was so bad, and I was throwing up in the producer's car, outside of the producer's car, in the parking lot of a CVS. I mean, it was a bad impression. But I don't know why it happened, and it was absolute hell. And I remember I told myself, they never diagnosed me. The urgent care never diagnosed me, which was terrible. And so I had no idea what it was. So all I told myself was, whatever just happened to me in California, I never want to experience that again. Ever. And then just a few weeks ago, I was out walking my dog, started feeling the same exact pain, except on my right side this time. The same exact pain I felt in California. And I said, no, 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 God, please no. And... it was the same thing. But then that was good because then I was able to have diagnosed it. I was like, well, that's definitely the same feeling. This is definitely what I had before, so it must have been a kidney stone. So I've had 3 kidney stones so far. Terrible. I think you can zap kidney stones with an ultrasound? What? And do what? Like, force them to come out or like disintegrate them or something? Because that would be nice. Anyway, guys. Wow. It's been an hour and 2 minutes already. And I gotta work on my Even Stevens blog, take a nap, take a shower, make myself look all done up again, to sit in front of my TV and watch The Walking Dead and record it. Get editing the reaction immediately and try to get as much done as I can, as quick as I can, and try to also go to sleep as early as I can. And then the reaction probably, because I can't stay up all night because that's what I would usually do, but I'm recording vocals for my EP on the 24th, so I have to make sure I get enough sleep, I don't get sick, because I recorded Wish You Had Me, the studio version of Wish You Had Me. I recorded it with an ulcer in my throat, because that's what happens to me when I get stressed, when I get sick. It's terrible. So I can't allow that to happen. I want to have a nice, healthy throat to record my album. So I'm going to try to get to sleep by like midnight or 1 at the latest. Sleep for a good 8 hours, 9 hours, wake up, try to finish the reaction. If a big moment happens though, like the Negan kills or whatever, that I know a lot of you guys will probably want to see like right away, I'll do what I did with that and just upload that scene right away, because that's easy for me to do. And yeah, but editing the whole reaction the way I like to, with like the commentary and the random moments and stuff like that, and zooming in and editing and all that, the jump cuts, that takes a while. So like, I'm looking forward to the show being back, but at the same time, like, the only thing I'm not looking forward to is the editing process, because it takes forever and I lose sleep. But it's still fun, because I love when I am finally done with it and I get to post it for you guys. It's fun. So yeah, so hopefully I will be able to get them done as soon as, like, you know what I mean? Like, as quick as I possibly can. Like, try to come up with a more diligent way to finish, you know, to edit. Yeah. Oh, and I got new shoes. Cherry red Docs, which I really like and I've wanted for a while. Because they oddly go with everything. Like, I'm wearing blue and black right now, but for some reason these shoes go with the outfit fine. Which is really weird, and I had some issues with them. I got these on Poshmark, which is where I like live these days. And the first pair I ordered from someone, I got them and they ended up being 2 different sizes, which was crazy because they got them at a thrift store. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Because they got them at a thrift store. And the person that donated them to the thrift store didn't know that they were 2 different sizes or whatever. So that was a problem. And so I had to send them back. Then I found this pair and I was so worried that something would be wrong with these ones. And they weren't, but they also were. There was like, in this right shoe on the inside, like right around here, like right where like that top bone of your foot is, on the inside there was a really heavy, like thick and long extra piece of leather that was just sticking out, and I would put the shoe on and it was cutting into my foot. I mean, it was so painful. And it also made the shoe very tight. And yeah, so I was like, I cannot wear these. So I filed down the leather myself. I cut it with a knife, smoothed it out, and now they're good. So yeah. So I said, when a pair of shoes prolong a live broadcast. Yes, but I love these and I wanted to share them. Anyway, yeah, so thank you guys. I will see you in my reaction video to the premiere tonight. I'm excited, kind of. I hope it's good. And yeah, thanks for being here. All right. Bye.